For 1,000 years, Thonis-Heracleion was completely submerged. Fish made their homes among the rubble of mighty temples. Hieroglyphs gathered algae. Gods and kings sat in stasis, powerless, their statues slowly withdrawing from the world, 1 inch of sand at a time. Gaudio spent years surveying this find, as well as neighboring Canopus, which was rediscovered by a British RAF pilot in 1933 who noticed ruins leading into the waters. Thanks to a new exhibition at the British Museum, Gaudio's incredible finds will soon be open to the public. Sunken Cities, Egypt's Lost Worlds opens May the 19th, and according to museum curator, Olaya Mason-Beref, the exhibition pulls back the curtain on what was once one of archaeology's greatest mysteries. Thonis-Heracleion and Canopus were known from Greek mythology, Greek historians and Egyptian decrees, and now we know where they were. Why did they sink? Likely founded around 700 BC, Thonis-Heracleion and Canopus acted as major trade hubs between ancient Egypt, Greece and the wider Mediterranean, located as they were at a handy intersection. But circumstances ultimately conspired against them, explains Mason-Beref. Several natural phenomena caused these cities to sink by a maximum of 32 feet below the sea, she says, noting that a naturally rising sea level, subsidence and earthquakes which ultimately triggered tidal waves all played a hand. Gods of yestermillennium. Mason-Beref explains they also learned a lot from the form taken by the religious idols dug up from their watery grave. The statues were mainly of Ptolemaic gods with human features that represented the same qualities Egyptians prescribed to animals. The Greeks were not exactly into animal-shaped gods nor into animal worship, she explains. The Ptolemies, the Greco-Macedonian rulers of Egypt after Alexander the Great, created a human-shaped version of a very old Egyptian god, the sacred bull Osiris Apis. In its Greek form, he became Serapis, combining the aspects and functions of major Greek gods. The colossal head of a statue of Serapis will be on display alongside other large objects that blur the lines between Greek and Egyptian civilizations. We will show in Sunken Cities a diversity of sculptures depicting these Greco-Macedonia rulers as Egyptian pharaohs, wearing Egyptian crowns and acting as if they were Egyptian pharaohs, the curator says. It was not vanity that prompted their change in style, but sharp political maneuvering. The Ptolemies really understood that they needed the support of the local priesthood and population to legitimize their rule, Mason-Beref argues. To achieve this, they adopted Egyptian beliefs, rituals and iconography. The largest item on display is a statue of Hapi, ironically the god of flooding. Over 16 feet tall and weighing 12,000 pounds, the pink granite sculpture dates from the 6th century BC, long before Thonis-Heracleion disappeared into the sea. Also worth noting is what Gaudio's team left on the seabed. The archaeologists discovered 69 ships, the largest assemblage of boats ever discovered. Mason-Beref claims likely used on a grand canal which ran between Canopus and Thonis-Heracleion, upon which a sacred barge made of sycamore wood traveled during the mysteries of Osiris, a celebration of the god of the underworld. All of this, however, is just a drop in the bucket. What you need to know is that Frank excavated less than 5% of this site, the curator stresses. They left a lot of material on the seabed.